Hey guys, this is Flancake, and today I'm going to be talking about the 1.6 update, also dubbed the horse update. So you see some horses over there. Yes, I don't want to talk about them just yet, so we'll hold off on that. I have a little checklist over here, and I will go through it and show you exactly what we got. Alright, so first of all is the resource pack system. So what is that? Well, think about it like this. Think about texture packs. But instead of changing textures of things, you'll be able to change pretty much everything else. You can change sounds, languages, anything you can think of. So this is mainly for map makers who want to have an easier way of distributing what they make. Because if it's in a pack, then a person could just um, let the system take care of it instead of having to go into their bin file and changing some things. So this makes it a lot easier, very organized, and I'm looking forward to seeing what people do with this. So moving right along, let's go to the attribute system. Now the attribute system has been around for quite some time, however it hasn't been as organized as it should be, or as it is now. So what are attributes? Basically they can fit into these four categories: attack damage, maximum health, movement speed, and knockback resistance. So basically every mob, certain items, and players have this. So if I were in survival, my maximum health would be 20 hit points, while my movement speed is regular like this, but I can change my movement speed by running. So that is an attribute as well as a modifier. So I am modifying my speed right here by running. Now I wanted to talk about this later, but I might as well do it right now. When you go into your creative menu and look at the items, or in your survival when you have the items with you, you can look at certain items and see details about them. Alright, a diamond sword has +7 attack damage. That fits into our category nicely. So does this potion of swiftness. So when applied, +20% speed. So those are modifiers. Once I toss this down, I'm going to be faster than I normally should be. But because they've added numerical values to them and everything, it makes it a lot easier for map makers to look at it and say, alright, what can I change here? So instead of having a diamond sword with +7 attack, they can have a diamond sword that is stronger than that, has like +7 or +9 attack damage, but can have some drawbacks, like you'll be slower instead. So stuff like that, it's really neat. And they can also have effects, like you can have weapons with effects. So say I want to slow an opponent, I can hit them with something and it'll slow them. So stuff like that, it's really cool. I'm really hoping to see some of this in the future where they just implement things like this. A lot of the things we're going to get this time is about map making. So I'm going to move on to the next one here. Alright, new status effects. So we got 21, 22, 23. What are those? Health boost, absorption, and saturation. That's our three. So I'm going to go to survival here, and I'm going to click on the first one. It'll give me health boost for 10 seconds, level 1. So as you can see down there, you can see 4 extra hearts. They've healed nicely. I'm going to change my difficulty to hard. And yeah, I can take extra damage until it wears off. So it's really neat. Every single level will add +2 hearts, so 4 hit points. Level 1 starts out with 8 hit points. Let's move on to the next one here. The next one is absorption. It's similar to the fact that you get extra hearts, but there is a little bit of difference. So instead of having your red hearts, you're gonna have these yellow ones. But as you notice, when I take damage, the heart disappears, and once it wears off, I take normal damage. So as the name suggests, it's absorbing some of the damage I'm taking. Very neat, I like it. And it'll, just like the first one, it'll add 4 hit points per level. So moving on to the next one, saturation. I'm gonna need to deplete my hunger bar, so I have hunger level 100 here. So just watch it go down. Alright. And what saturation does is actually give back some of that food bar. So instead of having to eat, you can just have a saturation status effect. So this is level 1. Level 1 will give you 2 food bar back. So 2 food points. Per level, it'll just give you half. So I thought this was very neat. If you have it for 10 seconds, you can pretty much fill up your entire bar. I'm going to show you right here. Go into creative mode. Let's change this to 10 instead. Go back to survival here. Deplete my food bar once again. Just wait for it to wear off, and level 10 will give you pretty much max for 10 seconds. It does say 10 seconds, yes, but it's instantaneous. It'll give you the same amount as 10 seconds would. So that's really cool. So moving right along, let's go to new commands. We got spread players. I'm going to go ahead and type that. So spread players, and down there you can see all the stuff we can do with this. So spread players is basically you'll have a group of players together. You want to split them up, so just type the command, put in what you want, and they'll be split up. Now this is team friendly as well, so as you can see it says respect teams, true or false. So I was in the red team. I'll go with my red companions to another location, and blue will go to their location. So it's really neat. It's again for map makers and PvP. So you have your X coordinates, your spread distance, your max range, the teams, and players. So that was cool. I'm gonna make it daytime right now. Okay, moving on to the next one is natural regeneration. Though it's mostly for people who want to play ultra hardcore, which is basically you do not get your natural regeneration back. An example here is, alright, I'm gonna take some damage. Bam. So I wait a few seconds and my hearts start to heal by themselves. But with this command you can toggle it off. So I won't heal. The only way I can heal would be eating a golden apple or by drinking potions. So it does make the game very hard, and I really like how they have this implemented in here. So last command is the play sound command. I'm going to go ahead and type it here, and we got quite a selection here. I'm going to go over here, go in creative, and over here I set up a little demonstration, but let's kind of look at this right now. Alright, play sound, space player, space coordinates, space volume, pitch, and minimum volume. Alright, so right here I have a sound set up, and note that all your sounds can be found in the Minecraft folder. So right here I have ambient cave sound, so pretty much at all players. So let's click this, click it again. So you can hear the cave sounds, except it's random because there is multiple cave sounds that you can hear. You can possibly type which one you want because they're all numbered, but I like it better like this where you can hear all of them. It's random. So I have a sound set up on this one. It has a little more added to it. So play sound, mob, ender dragon, end, and at me at the coordinates I'm standing at right now at 0.0. So what was the 0.0? It was the volume. So I'm going to push this right here. Man, that is such a weird sound. Alright, so let's move on to the next one here. I have the same setup, pretty much the same coordinates, same volume, but I changed the pitch. You can see this 2.0 right here. I changed the pitch one higher, so it'll be 1 octave higher, and that would increase the speed of the sound file as well. So you hear a lot higher pitched, and it just sounds faster. So that's one of the things. I also lowered it here, which sounds really weird, by the way. I don't know which one sounds creepier, the first one or this one. But yeah, this is, once again, this is for sound, for map makers. It's sounds that they can mess with. They can change pitches, volume, directed at certain players, maybe certain teams. Like, say I want the team to hear the sound of defeat when I beat them, so they're gonna hear the sounds. Um, but that's pretty much it for the new commands. Let's move on to regional difficulty. So what is that? Alright. So basically, the more time you spend in an area, the harder it's gonna be. So let's change this to night, and I'm probably just gonna leave this going for a while because I wanna see the mobs. Let's wait until a couple mobs spawn and I will show you the basic stats and all that, or just their basic equipment. So where are you guys? Well, we're not having too much luck. I'm gonna move on to the next one here, which is the tooltips. I already talked about them. It was whenever you go to this and you'll see certain stats of the weapons. So look at here. +7 attack damage, 4. These two are basically the same. Now you know for sure because now you can look at the values. Armor doesn't say much. It's mostly weapons, tools. Tools will also have a damage, and potions will have their effect. At least some of them here that fit into the category in the attribute system. So let's look again. Maybe there's something roaming around. No, not the creepers. We're looking for something like a skeleton. Oh, there's one right there. Alright, see this little skeleton here? He's normal. He has a bow, no armor, and there's some zombies spawning. All of them are just regular zombies, regular skeletons. So we're just gonna continue on here and we'll see the changes. So first off, item changes. What are these item changes? Alright, so there has been a change to the coal item. Alright, so look at this. You can tell that they're different, except they changed the texture of the charcoal block instead, or charcoal. So now it looks different. You can identify it in your inventory, so I think that's nice. They needed to do some differentiation in this, so yeah, that's cool. Let's move on to the next one here. Next one is the lapis block. They've made changes to it. I don't necessarily see them, but if you were to put the image next to each other, you might notice the differences. So that's something cool, I guess. Moving on to the next one, the comparator has been added to several more things. They have added it to the end portal block. So now whenever it has a Eye of Ender in it, it's gonna display a signal of 15. When it doesn't, it's 0. As well as cauldrons. Cauldrons also have will also have some signal going out. When it's full, it gives a signal of 3. 1 bottle taken out, signal of 2, 2, 1, and if it's empty, you're gonna have 0. So look around. Nothing yet. Alright. Moving on to the next one. Saddles have been adapted, so now horses and pigs can use them. Before they were going to make a separate item that was going to go for horses, one for pigs, but they just combined them both. It made it simple. So let's move on to the next one here. Golden apple has a new recipe, just the regular golden apple, not the one that takes a whole lot of gold. This one does take a lot more gold now. Instead of ingots, or not ingots, nuggets, it's gonna take ingots. So To make a golden apple, you need this. That's unfortunate, though it does make the game a lot harder. You're going to need a lot more gold to survive if you want to play ultra hardcore or something like that. So, next one, they've also made changes to how this melon is created. So go on here, and instead of having one nugget, you're going to have 8. So that's also making it difficult, because now instead of being able to make a whole lot of potions, you're gonna need a lot of gold. Alright, moving on. They've made some changes to potions. So these two potions specifically, Potion of Healing 1 and 2 and Regeneration 1 and 2 have been nerfed. So previously they gave about 7, 6 and 7, now they give about 4 on healing, and yeah. Oh, and see right here we have our little armored guy here. He has full armor. So now it is getting more difficult. I'm gonna look around just to see if there's any more of anything. There's a shovel. Alright, that's all I see for now. So let's move on. Now this one's a simple one that they did. Well, I have the egg right here. Oh look, another one. Except that one's stronger armor. Alright, for this, they basically just added the feature to spawn mobs on water. Just like that. So it's not a big deal. I guess it's nice. And moving along. Next one is changes to the mobs. So, what mobs? Primarily, you're gonna have changes to zombies and spiders. Zombies, when you hit a zombie, you're gonna have a likelihood of having more zombies spawn. So I really do like this feature because it adds more difficulty to this. So whenever you hit a zombie when you're underground, surrounded by other mobs and all that, you're gonna have zombies just randomly spawn within the caves, and they're just gonna keep coming at you. Once you hit one, and another one spawns, it's just gonna keep coming at you. Oh, look at that over there. See, now they're starting to have enchanted stuff. It's gonna be really powerful. It's gonna have power 3 or flame, and those are really bad, especially since on hard mode they have that long range and they're very accurate. So now to spiders have become slightly more annoying. Spiders have a chance to spawn with speed. So you think you're gonna outrun that spider? Probably not. So that is also a nice feature. Very annoying though, because I do get attacked by spiders and I try to avoid them by just like getting into these pillar type things, maybe putting a ledge on the side. But that's also neat little feature they've added. World generation. They've changed deserts a bit, so deserts will not have giant lakes within them. Kind of kills the point whenever I see a lake over there. Or is that a river? No, they're small lakes, but it's mostly because it's right next to the biome. Next to another biome. But yeah, they're not going to have those huge lakes that they used to have. Though it is unfortunate, I do like playing around in those. They look really nice. But they got to make changes, right? So nothing major. So new blocks. We have some new blocks. Hi Creeper. New blocks. Let's go check them out. Alright, so the first block here is, of course, the clay block. So I'm going to take some of that. I'm going to put it in the smelter. Now you can actually do that. So just wait for it to finish. Mobs are finally going to die. And I didn't see too many difficult ones, though some of the armored ones were really annoying. I'm not sure how long you have to be in an area to have more difficult monsters appear. But alright, now that we smelted this, we have this, which is a hardened clay. So I got a little example here as well. And just like wool, you'll be able to dye it and make it into different colors. So 15 colors, just like the clay, just like the wool. So it's really nice. It'll have more variations in colors. Though, because it is clay, it's going to have a little offset of color. So let's go ahead and go over here and look at this wool. It's different. So yeah, moving on to the next one. So over here we have the hay block, or hay bale I mean. So to make one of these, it's very fitting for this horse update. To make one of these, just take 9 wheat and put it in this pattern right here, and you'll get one of these. So it's a cool block. It is burnable though, so you have to be careful. Moving on to the next one here, we have a lead. Now what is a lead? So first of all, I want to say you need some string and some slime balls. So 4 string, 1 slime ball, and this little pattern here. So I'm gonna take this egg right here, it has a pig in it, and I'm also gonna take one of these and let's spawn a pig. Alright, so previously you have to lead pigs with what they want to eat, so this has changed everything. Alright, so now we can actually lead animals where we want to lead them. Very cool. Makes things very much easier, and you can even have pinatas if you feel like it. The rope does break, however it does need a lot of force. So I'm going to spawn 2 pigs, and you can actually carry multiple entities with you as long as you have more leads. So there's that. Let's kill these pigs here. Wow, I can't get this creeper, unfortunately. It would have been kind of cool. Alright, got myself some bacon. And yeah, that's pretty much what they do. They're mostly for horses, the whole idea behind them. But they work on animals too, so that's cool. They work on your dogs as well. Next one is the name tag. So the name tag is pretty cool. As it says in its name, it's a name tag. You could only get these in dungeons and stuff like that. But actually, there is something I did forget to mention about the world generation. They've made it possible that nether fortresses also have chests, so that's cool. Gives me something to look forward to. But yeah, basically how you name something is take an anvil, toss it in there, go up here, name it whatever you want. So I'm gonna name it Black. So I got a white dog named Black. And you only see the name once you hover over them. So see, nothing there, and it's there. So I'm gonna make him sit down. There's some speed if you want. Alright, moving on to the next one. Now this looks like wool, like a wool block, but it's actually something different. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this, and as you can see, there's a small layer of wool. It's carpeting. So we got a new item called carpet. To make one of these, you need 2 wool. You'll get 2 right there, and you'll get 3 back. You'll get 3 of these back. The way this works is just put it on the ground. And there is a glitch right now where you can just stack them on top of each other like this, and it is a solid block, so I cannot go through this. Alright, let's go over here. Moving on to our next one, we have the coal block. Now, this really helps out in storage, because I've had cases where I have chests and chests full of coal. But with this, it's going to make it a lot more compact. There are some benefits of smelting with a block. So here, 9 coal equals 72 items smelted. But with a coal block, you'll be able to smelt 80 blocks, or 80 items. So it's only in 1 coal difference. It's acting like 10 coal instead of 9, but it is a help. Anything that you can get out of it really helps. And to make one of these, you just make it just like any other block. Just have a 3x3 square here. But there is a drawback to the coal block. If you have charcoal, you cannot make it into a block. So there's a slight problem there, though of course it is a coal block, not a charcoal block. So that is cool. I like that. Makes storage so much better. Alright, so let's move on to our last one here. Last one is, of course, the horses. So I'm going to put my stuff right here. Stuff I do not need. So, I have my horses over there, but I'm going to spawn a new one, and look at this beauty. Well, alright, so if you want to catch one of these, you're going to have to right click it with an open hand. You can't have items within it. You can have certain items. These food items here will increase the probability of catching it by like 3%. I believe these have up to 5 or 6%. But I'm just gonna go like this and try to capture it. See, if you try to climb it, it'll just knock you off. So just get back on that horse and keep trying. Okay, I saw hearts. So the only way to dismount it, as you saw down there, it said your left shift. So I got that. Alright, I'm gonna get a lead over here. Get some armor. Some of that. And I'm just gonna get a golden apple. Maybe it's golden carrot. So, alright. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. We can attach him to these two things here. So, let's see. I can attach him there. Or I can take that off, grab him again, and put him on that one. So, it works with both of these. Let's go ahead and try to spawn something different. Not a horse, per se, but you will see in a second here. Just kill off any random horses there. I'm sorry, horse. I did not mean to kill you, although I did. So I'm gonna spawn a couple things here. Man, I'm having terrible luck. Now, don't really want to kill them. They do drop. They do drop leather when you kill them, so there's another source of leather, though you're probably not going to go around killing horses. Oh, there's one. Yes. So that took a while, but I finally got one. We got a donkey. So kill some of those off. They're in the way. Okay. So we got a donkey here. I'm going to try to capture it. Oh, see? I have a sword in my hand, so it's not going to even let me climb on top of it. So I'm going to take that out. I'm going to actually increase the probability of being caught. So I'm going to have this out. Maybe it doesn't like me. So let's go ahead and try to capture it. Wow. That was very quick. Did not expect that to happen so quickly. So I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to put it right here. So now we have a donkey and we have a horse. So let's see. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to go over here, take one of these saddles, and you can actually equip them on it. So here's the equipment screen. I'm going to put this on the horse, and now it has a saddle. Take this off, climb the horse, and now since I've added a saddle, I am able to control the horse, control it where it wants to go, or where I want it to go. Now the cool thing about this is that it can scale 1 high blocks without having to jump. So as see there, I can just walk over it like it's not even there. 2 high blocks I can jump. So you have a little jump meter on the bottom. So if you get it all the way to max, you can actually jump over 2 high blocks. So that is really cool. These beasts are really quick. As you can see, I can just run through terrain. So it's amazing. So I'm gonna get off this. And another cool thing about this is that you can actually breed the two, just like in real life. You can breed a horse and a donkey together, and you'll get something different. So I'm gonna feed them golden apple. I'm not sure what this guy eats. Maybe I need to equip a saddle on him. Wait, I don't think he's my companion yet. Alright, so he's being stubborn. There we go. So I'm going to put that on him. And now I'm going to try to give him this. Alright. So they entered breeding. And bam. You got a mule. Mules are only attainable by breeding the two. Overall, they are a lot better than both of these. Donkeys are very durable. They have a lot more health. When I climb on this donkey, oh, actually you can't see it now, but let's go over here. Let's go into survival. I'm gonna go ahead and climb on this donkey. You can see that the donkey also has life. Alright, I'm gonna get off this. I'm gonna go on the horse, and horse has some too. Now there is a glitch that they can be pushed into blocks. As you can see, that guy was dying of suffocation, so that's a problem that they need to fix. They can also go through fences sometimes, which is a problem. But yeah. Let's see what else. These things are the things that can be fed to them, and they can also wear armor. Though I'm not sure how to put it on them. There we go. Just hold the item that you want to put on them. So, alright. Gold armor. Very nice. I'm going to put on this other armor instead. We have gold, iron, and diamond. So I'm going to put this iron one. This is how it looks. It's really nice, actually. Keep climbing it. Okay. Diamond. Bam. Look at that horse. So that is really cool. You can have a lot more protection. Whenever you climb onto the horse, I do believe you can see the... Oh man, see? Did you see that? Once I hit that zombie, another zombie appeared right after it. That's what I was talking about whenever I meant zombies couldn't have a chance of spawning. I guess it's only when you're in survival. It'd be annoying when you're in creative. So let's go to this horse again. I'm going to equip this diamond. And I'm going to climb on top of him. Though I keep forgetting that I need to be in survival. I'm not sure where you see the value for... Huh. Anyways. See if I can climb on this guy. No, he has to be a full adult. Well, you can also put chests on them. So another convenient storage place that you can actually have mobility with. You can have multiple mules have chests on them, so you can carry a lot of stuff with you if you want to just go around, roam around. That is a really nice feature that I like. The only problem is if they do die, they drop all the items, so be sure you have somewhere you can deposit them. So it looks like that's pretty much it. I mean, if you're looking for armor, the only places you can actually get them is within naturally generated temples such as these. See, I found some right here. Some other random stuff. So they can be found in temples, dungeons, and nether fortresses. But that looks like it's about it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like this. Please like this video, and if you really liked it, please subscribe. Thank you, and bye.